There's a lot of glass everywhere. Just punch it, and we're out.
Did they take the driver?
Well, you have no right to be here. Get out of our state.
Sir, stay over there, please. Sir, I'm telling you, you're not going to like the outcome.
Get the out!
I have a lot more room.
Get out!
We will never stop following
Get the out!
you. Have to put up with
We're
that
good.
phone
We're
if you
up.
decide to break
We're
the
up.
law.
Thank you, guys.
We will never
Get
stop
out of our
State.
state!
We will never stop following you.
Howard,
You!
we're up. We'll be back later.
Howard, get a real job.
Just stop. Just stop. If you think any of those ICE agents feel bad for that lady, I got news for you. They don't at all. And if y'all don't stop, it's only going to get worse for you, not for them. They're going to keep doing their jobs, and y'all are going to get hurt. And if y'all want to try to pull some stupid, there's more of us than them stuff, blah, 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 there will be more bodies. Just stop. You know, I used to wonder why they wear masks. I used to think it was like an intimidation kind of thing. No, it's because if you figure out who they are, you dox them, and then you put their families in danger. Well, they're putting other families in danger. No, the country they came from put them in danger. Y'all forget. Y'all are mad at the wrong people.
United States will be running Venezuela. Woo! A colony. Woo!
Hey, Russia just sent the Wagner group to Venezuela. Hey, Marine.
Y'all are out here protesting to free Maduro when the Venezuelans are like, have you ever been to Venezuela?
Don't you dare telling me that this is not a reason for celebration. When I first come into the United States, I cried and had to turn around to my husband and ask him to please help me to open the shower because I didn't even know how to open the shower. When I walked into Walmart and I saw so many options to eat, I couldn't believe myself. Our reality is different. We want to live. And you guys have everything in this country. More than you could ever imagine. And I just wish that you could love it a little bit more. And respect it a little bit more. Because if I had to give my life for America, I would. Because my family, I can have dreams and hopes and plans of a future, dreaming of a home, of a car, and all these silly things. Because of the United States. We see it as salvation, honestly. That's the way we see it. We see it as the opportunity to hug our family again. You know, because, I'm sorry. We fought way too hard. And we were either killed, run over by their tanks, taken to prison and disappeared. People that I studied with, they just disappeared. They just took them away. They vanished them. If 100% of the Americans that are against what happened in Venezuela are not coming from experience, okay? Whatever situation you have ever lived in the United States will never ever compare to the famine, persecution, and destruction that we have endured to 26 years. You are upset that a military operation took place because of oil, supposedly. That's what is being said. But nobody said anything while people starving, eating out of the trash. Like, I had friends that took whatever somebody threw on the trash and tried to eat the leftovers. I had family that died because we tried to take medications from the country that we were at and send it to Venezuela, and it wasn't allowed.
That's why we escape. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't know shit about shit. You only know what people are telling you to do. You literally are listening to what somebody else is telling you to think.
So now you're a poor woman in Minneapolis. What's wrong with you people?
Oh, so now you guys care about white women, not the white women that were sexually assaulted and killed by illegals. Not the white woman that was in a train. Not the white woman that was by an illegal in New York. Now all of a sudden you guys are crying and enraged and super sad?
You should be ashamed of yourself, ICE agent. She deserves justice. This isn't right.
If she would have succeeded in running me over and me, y'all would celebrate my death and start a GoFundMe to get her out of jail.
We don't celebrate anyone's death, and we don't excuse violent crime. Accountability applies to everyone, regardless of politics. Anyways, the victim, she was a mother and had kids.
Really? That argument didn't seem to matter when people were cheering violence toward Charlie Kirk. Maybe empathy shouldn't depend on politics?
Also, why was a single mother out in the middle of the afternoon looking for conflict? Where was the instinct to protect her child? Where was the responsibility to be home, working, raising her kids, building stability instead of chasing drama?
Maybe her kids was at that Somali Learing Center.
But it doesn't open till 2 p.m. Listen, being a victim does not erase bad decisions, and tragedy does not turn recklessness into virtue. That should be a huge takeaway.
Yeah, and if you're a parent, your job is to reduce risk, not run towards it. The fact is, every adult in America knows it is illegal to impede traffic and law enforcement. And Renee Good was an adult who had the ability to reason and follow instructions.
ICE are not real cops.
Oh, yeah, but when I say a trans woman isn't a real woman, it's a problem.
These people are doing their jobs, and I know you don't like it. But nobody cares. They're finna keep doing their job, because I really hate to tell you this. Everybody who voted for Trump, they're literally getting everything they bought. This is exactly what they bought. You hear me? And let's talk about Trump a little bit. Are y'all aware?
So President Trump has just made a pretty big move against banks. So he announced a 1-year cap on credit card interest rates at 10%, set to take effect on January 20th, the 1-year anniversary of his second inauguration. Right now, most Americans are getting hit pretty hard with interest rates between 20 and 30%. And it's even higher for those with poor credit. Trump is essentially saying it's legalized robbery. Americans are drowning in record high credit card debt, and the previous administration did nothing but let banks profit off the pain. Now Trump says he's stepping in, and he's framing this as a win for working families in the middle class, not Wall Street. Industry groups are already furious, warning this could tighten credit, especially to high-risk borrowers, but Trump's message is simple: stop ripping people off. He hasn't yet said if this will come through executive action or legislation, but draft bills are already in motion, and the clock starts ticking on January 20th.
Because he's tired of credit card companies screwing over the American people. Speaking of screwing over the American people,
we've got a new post here on social media from the President of the United States, who says he is taking action to deal with inflation in home costs. The president taking to social media to say that I am immediately taking steps to ban large institutional investors from buying more single-family homes, and I will be calling on Congress to codify it. People live in homes, not corporations.
Did you guys hear about this? Trump just announced that he's banning Wall Street from buying single-family homes. And if this actually happens, it could be the biggest shift in the housing market that we've seen in decades. Here's what you need to know, how it affects you, and whether it's actually realistic. And if you don't know me, my name is Aaron Jensen, and I make mortgages simple. So here's what went down yesterday. Trump posted on Truth Social that he's taking immediate action to ban large institutional investors like Blackstone from buying single-family homes. His exact quote was, "People live in homes, not corporations." He's asking Congress to make a law and said he'll announce more housing proposals in 2 weeks. The market reacted immediately. American homes for rent dropped 7%. Blackstone fell 4%, and the entire housing index experienced its worst day since November. Now, here's the backstory. Since the 2008 financial crisis, Wall Street firms have been scooping up thousands of foreclosed homes, turning them into massive rental portfolios. Invitation Homes is the largest single-family renter in the country. Blackstone alone owns over 230,000 apartment units. These companies have been blamed for reducing housing supply, driving up home prices, and pushing rent higher. When you're competing with a private equity firm that's paying cash and closing in a week, you lose every single time. Here's the unique perspective nobody's really breaking down here, though. This isn't just about making homes cheaper, it's about who gets to build wealth in America. When Wall Street buys homes, they're not just taking inventory off the market, they're blocking everyday people from the primary way Americans have historically built generational wealth, through home ownership and equity. You can't build equity if you're always renting from Blackstone. Trump's framing this as restoring the American dream, and whether you agree with the politics or not, there's real frustration out there about being locked out by corporations with unlimited capital.
Trump know what's up. And he's tired of it. You would think as a rich dude, he would only care about making the rich people richer, right? No, I know that's what they're telling you. I know. But you have to believe the facts.
Ma'am, you're impeding with the federal investigation. We have you on camera. We actually have news reporters with us in the vehicle. Your case will be referred over to Homeland Security investigation for prosecution. You will be arrested. This is your last and final warning. Hold on a second, guys.
Give me a warning. I have kids.
Give me your license, please. I will once again tell you, you have cases in danger. Put your vehicle in park and shut it off, please.
I'm just a mom.
I understand, but you are impeding. Look where you are at. You are almost causing an accident. You are surrounded by federal agents.
I understand.
Okay, I am the Deputy Field Office Director here, ma'am.
We're here at the movement.
Stand by, we're running the name. We're going to refer this case over for enforcement action.
I'm just a mom, please.
You got it?
Please, I'm just a mom, please.
I pray you people stop obstructing these agents because they're tired. Their patience is real thin. Y'all just seen what happened. They broke them people's window because they wouldn't get out their car. They sick of y'all. Can you imagine how sick regular police would be if every time they was doing something for real, y'all were doing what y'all were doing to ICE agents? It'd be a bunch of corpses out here. Bunch of smashed windows, bunch of handcuffs, bunch of criminal charges. That's what's finna start happening to you people. Just because you're emotional does not mean you get to break the damn law. Does not mean you get to break the damn law. And I know so many governors and mayors are irresponsibly telling y'all that. Keep on keeping on. It's going to be a lot more Renee Goods out here.
I've been in ICE custody 2 times. One for 2 weeks and another for 7 months. And I can tell you now, this whole protest ICE is probably the dumbest thing people could be doing right now. I mean, ridiculously stupendous. Number one, majority of immigrants that get picked up by ICE will have their day in court, and depending on their status and their history, they will also have the opportunity to bond out. If ICE wants you, they're gonna get you. Why, as an immigrant, am I not worried about ICE? Well, because I already have court. I've already bonded out the system. As long as I don't violate my bond conditions, I don't have any problems to worry about. If you really want to help people that's getting rounded up by ICE, it won't be done by you protesting. It'll be done by your pockets. Because do you know how many people is in ICE custody right now that do have a bond, but they can't bond out because you need to pay the full thing? They don't do 10%. Do you know how many people have to try to find pro bono lawyers because they can't afford lawyers? In my time in ICE, I've met plenty of people that attempted to avoid ICE. And yes, for a little while they were successful, but ultimately they gon' get you. This may sound like a conspiracy theory, but I honestly believe that politicians are playing these protesters like fiddles to incite violence and insurrection so that they can have a better opportunity at the polls. Because if there wasn't so many people impeding investigations and getting in front of ICE and fighting them and all that other stuff, all of this violence and that lady passing away in Minnesota would not have happened.
Like the man said, if you want to help these people, do it with your wallet. More importantly, these people at the top who are paying these protesters, and I'm finna expose the protesters in the next video, they could be paying bail and lawyers and bail and bail. Did I mention they could be paying bail? They know that too, but they're not. You think about that the next time you think about being a damn liberal. Wake up.